guys, welcome back to Blind Wave Gaming, and I am here, back where I belong at the table, to react to a brand new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Trailer 3! This dropped when I was coming back from Europe. I was, online, feeling fresh. I can look at anything. I don't have to worry about spoilers. Oh, nope. They dropped a new trailer. So that was yesterday. I've held off until today. Came back in. We're going strong into reactions with this trailer. Guys, I am... I can't tell you how excited I am. The first two things that we've seen I absolutely loved. I personally have a lot of hope and faith in the team that's putting this game together that we're gonna be seeing some stuff. And I've seen nothing from this trailer. Nothing. I've poured over the last two, but nothing. So what that means is that we're gonna watch the trailer fresh, and then I'm gonna go frame by frame, shot by shot, just dive deep, and we're gonna have a very, 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 very good Zelda day. I hope you're excited. Let's start! Starting up in the sky, okay. Oh, this is what I felt like flying back from the UK. Oh, there's a contract fighting a choo-choo. That's awesome. Caretaking, okay. Yes, Link. Oh, it's so easy. Falling like a tear. Tears of the Kingdom. The main theme! I'm sorry. I'm easily satisfied. It's in a village. They have mushrooms. Whoa. We're gonna rebuild. Whoa. Oh, taking it all in. The ruins. The Zonai. The storm! The desert. Please be a temple. Ooh, I hear Ganon's theme. Ah! Whoa! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Mission Impossible is a wingsuit. There's so much happening. Everybody's fighting. Zonai. Pona. Oh god. Okay. All right. Oh, it's the throne room. The inner sanctum.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
At the Deku Tree. Okay. Oh, I recognize that hand a little bit.
Link.
The music's popping off. Oh, there's a shield on his sword. Goron. Oh, Tifa's son. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much. Oh my god, he has a rocket arm. Temple of Doom. Oh. We're having mecha fights!
I know why I am here.
Why? Why are you here?
Something that only I can do.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Do not look away.
Lionel!
You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Oh! Oh, the man! Oh! I gotta trim my beard up. Pichu.
But you are not alone.
Sidon's fighting with us!
Link. You are our final hope.
Oh, God. It's in my back. The hype. I can't get it. I can't reach it.
Link.
Yeah?
You must find me.
I will. In a month. Someone's revving in excitement. Oh God, you hear that? That was the hype in my back. Oh. God. Okay, oh God, oh my God, oh God, all right, okay, all right. All right, everybody, that was so worth it. There's so much to unpack. There's so much to unpack. First of all, look how red I am. That's just a screen, it's the Nintendo screen. Oh man, the beginning of this is red too. First of all, the music. Second of all, everything else. I love Zelda so much. All right, so May 12th, 2023. 5 days before my birthday. And it is an apt present because I'm gonna be playing the crap out of this game at twitch.tv/blindwave. You gotta make sure that you guys are following along with me. We're gonna be doing some great stuff. We're gonna be giving away one of those new Switches. Oh, you don't wanna miss it. And right here on the channel, we're gonna be updating with highlights every week. It's gonna be a great time, but the best time is now, where we deep dive this trailer. Let's go. So starting up high above Hyrule. Pretty much things that we've seen, just beautiful, beautiful landscape up in the air here. This shot here, we have one of these Zonai constructs. I think it's a ranger, it's what we saw last time. Fighting a choo-choo, that's cool that they're actually fighting. Breath of the Wild, the first game, had a little bit of like NPC and enemy interaction. Obviously, you could sometimes get the enemies to fight each other or hurt each other, but it wasn't the most robust system. As we see later in the trailer and a little tiny bit here, it seems like the interactions between the characters isn't gonna be just to facilitate us in the vessel that is Link, but a fully realized civilization v civilization fighting. We also have one of these guys here. They're just chopping a tree. It seems like they're gonna be the caretakers of the islands up high, and sometimes, you know, you gotta get rid of some trees, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get, I grew up on a farm. You know how many trees I've had to fell? Beautiful. Ain't no thing for Link. Oh, just, you know, skydiving all day, every day. In sandals. In sandals! I'm so in love with Zelda music. You know how, you know, Link goes out, cuts grass, gets some money? Like when I was a kid, that's what I did. I used to go out, neighbors, cut grass, literally for money. And the thing I always listened to, I listened to Star Wars music, I listened to Zelda music, a lot of soundtracks. Not a lot of contemporary music in my day, but a lot of soundtracks. People are always like, Eric, you always notice the music. I do. I pay attention to soundtracks, but you ask me about any other types of music, I'll be like, I haven't heard this. So there are these giant holes. Donuts seems to be a theme. Maybe a donut recipe. This is new. Hateno Village. I immediately noticed, you know, the 3 trees from that one Korok puzzle in the mountain back there where I think that's the mountain where you would have to go up and cleanse that, the one dragon, but it has one of those Sheikah tower / drill towers, whatever, way back in the landscape there. I think those might be something that we utilize to get deep underground. Later in the trailer, we're gonna see like an elevator going up, but what goes up can go down, so maybe that's what we're seeing. But Hateno Village hitting the shrooms a little bit. I see a lot of mushroom iconography. Here and here and here and on this lady's hat. She really is interested into shrooms. In the last trailer, Link put a shroom on his shield using the new fuse ability to create like smoke and be able to be undetected. So seems like when we go to Hateno Village, we're gonna be doing some shrooms, we're gonna be doing some smoke, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna smoke some enemies. But really cool to see just that's gonna be the thing that I enjoy the most, right? I know the world so well, Breath of the Wild so well, so I know a lot of people are, you know, have the opinions like, it's just the same Hyrule, that's boring, but for me, it's what's different, right? Like Ocarina of Time was my favorite game. I knew the levels on that by heart. I would be in junior high school and I could draw any map. If there was like a second Ocarina of Time that had changes, I could tell you every single time something was different. I feel like that's gonna be happening in Breath of the Wild. I'm not in junior high anymore. Take that, Mrs. Miller! She was always getting on me like, we're drawing dragons, we're doing math. And I'm like, no, dragons are important. Central Fountain, Central Hyrule, we got camps up right now. Building material is everywhere. My favorite side quest of Breath of the Wild, hands down, is Terrytown. and it was just a taste, a Terrytown taste of what I think this game is gonna be doing, which is rebuilding Hyrule. Literally, we are going to rebuild it. I don't know how that is going to function in terms of like player choice versus game design. Obviously the game is designed for the choice to create your own adventure. But can I build anything I want and my Hyrule is literally mine? It's not the same as yours? If that's the case, one, awesome, because I'm gonna have so much fun doing that. Two, even more awesome, I get to see the brilliant minds on the internet at work and the crazy and depraved, yes. I wanna see what your Hyrule is like. So obviously it's gonna take me a long time to get to the game and I don't wanna be looking at other people's content for a long time so I can stay fresh. But after I'm done with the game, yes, I will be deep diving into everybody's creativity. All right, so this is Kakariko Village, it looks like, and it's been built up as well. It has another one of the donuts, one of these gates. I'm not sure what the gates will be doing, but I know for a fact if I can, you know, skydive, and later in this, there's some type of wingsuit, you know motherfucker's gonna be stunting through those donuts. All right, we are here in the Gerudo Desert. And from the desert comes a structure. What could the structure be? A new temple to explore? The Arbiter's Grounds? Could be. A lot of really, really cool stuff. I fully believe that we're gonna get a good return to temples in this game, and this is just a little, you want a little bit of taste? You want a little bit of a tease? There you go. Oh man. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's so good. Hyrule theme, Ganondorf, all that stuff really, really intermix. Man, you know, like, that's how good the Zelda soundtrack is. Like, you can take those themes, those leitmotifs from 20 years ago and make amazing music, evocative music, both for people that are hearing it for the first time and people like me who just thrive for that thing. In the gameplay demonstration, there was a lot of music from Breath of the Wild that we saw, and that initially kind of got me where I'm like, oh man, don't just use the same soundtrack. I love Breath of the Wild soundtrack, but it is very different. It's separate but equal, right? But I for one, the only reason I really want Temple is just to have that ambient music, the feeling a temple can have, an individual feeling because of its theme. So I hope that comes back here too. All right, come on, look at the, so we see Ganondorf later. He doesn't look like this. This looks like Demise from Skyward Sword, the long flowing locks of malice behind him. If you don't know who Demise is, you're probably okay. You know, I'm sure it's fine. The game was gonna be consistent. You're gonna be able to play and enjoy, but for hardcore Zelda fans, if there is any type of Demise stuff, the promise that Demise made, the curse that he made for this thing to cycle and for the hero and the princess and the king of evil to continue to fight throughout generations. Skyward Sword was the beginning. Could Tears of the Kingdom be the end? I'm pretty sure it's the same game director as Skyward Sword, so. Ah, there's a frame! Can I find the frame? Ah, it's too quick. But luckily, the editor can pinpoint it right here, right in main. Look at that, isn't that great? I wish I could see that. Zelda's falling again. This is like the third time that I've seen that Link does not catch her, and she's putting all of her hope in us. We failed her, she's falling. Though interestingly enough, as she's falling, there's this kind of golden power as she's falling, right? So we see this golden light when Link is, after he's fought Calamity Ganon, and she brings us up to the field where we face Dark Beast Ganon. So there's, I don't know, she could be teleported, she'd be like, hey, I'm fine. Teleports back up, or she falls really far, and we never see her again. What the hell is, oh my gosh. Are those all Maldugas? It's a lot of holes in the desert. Another one of these big giant green glyph things up there. Could be like a, you know, I immediately think of Ganon, final form Ganon from Ocarina of Time. Maybe that kind of look, but unsure. Look at this. Oh man, so yeah, a lot of focus up in the sky and, you know, the same old Hyrule that's not gonna be same old, but we're really not thinking, or we haven't really been shown what's happening deep down below. I mean, look at this, look at the lava flow. Look how gigantic this area is, and I'm sure it's just a very small part of what is truly down there. Man, yeah, we've got the Firebreaker armor back on, and Lizalfo's shield, a lot of great stuff. Look at this sky boat! Okay, this has gotta be, it's gotta be Rito, right? We got the bird head on the front of the ship. The oars look like feathers, right? I think it would make a lot of sense for the Rito to be able to create like an air fleet. Man, that's gonna be an advantage in battle. Battle that is gonna happen, because I saw later, there's a big old battle happening. And we need that classic Lord of the Rings moment. The eagles are coming! Link is swimming in the sky, as he is doing here. Still haven't seen anything in terms of underwater exploration, except there's at least here a swimming animation, or floating animation. I did think that was kind of a thing that they could have done in Breath of the Wild, but hey, that game was so big. Shut up, Eric. We had enough work. But I will say, you've had like 6 or 7 years since then. Do some underwater stuff, but at the very least, the underwater stuff will be high in the sky. We have like this Mission Impossible Guardian laser grid they have to go down, but Link is wearing a windsuit. I think that we haven't even begun to see what this game is capable of in the air. I think that this is gonna show that we're gonna have air navigation, air combat, but moments like this, just a free fall, that's gonna be something very special. We're gonna be doing some zooming, baby. All right, what's this? Gumball machine. All right, yeah, there's big giant spheres in the sky with a big hole in it. That's this. What does it do? I don't know. All right, going through, whoa, okay, all right, sorry. I don't know what that previous shot was. I don't care anymore. Look at this spear! Zonai spear. Also, can we mention that it seems like just straight up Epona, which hasn't happened truly in like the main story of a game since Twilight Princess? I mean, Epona of course was in Breath of the Wild, but locked behind an amiibo, and thus kind of just extra content. But I'm going to assume that we get Epona or can find Epona. Obviously you can find all different types of horses, and obviously the horses won't matter once we start building Gundams and shit. So yeah, we got a big battle here. Link with this giant cool Zonai spear. Man, we see the bokoblins, other creatures with the giant horns that we know is going to be part of the crafting in this game. But what I am truly so effing excited by is these other guys back here, other Highlands taking up the call. What is the use of a champion to inspire if not to have the rest of Hyrule rise up and fight alongside him? The champions were dead and gone. We saw their descendants and they did their best to help us take out the divine beasts. But you know, they would just get us to where we were going. I don't want you to just get me there. I need you to come with me, you know? And fight! Oh, it's so cool. Look at these guys. Hell yeah! We ain't afraid of you, moblins! Elevator shaft. My guess or theory with these things are this might be what those giant new towers that we see, the Sheikah towers, not just for going up, these are for going down, deep underground, and maybe this is from that, I'm not really sure. Who are you? I'm guessing this is our first true look at a Zonai. Kind of, canine, goat structure, the horns, the hair, ancient civilization. Is this flashback? Is this present? Is this a different reality, a different realm? I'm not sure. There's a lot of different things it could be, but at the end of that last trailer, we did kind of have like speech that we can't quite understand. This kind of sound, which evokes the idea that someone's trying to reach out and we just need to be able to find the right way to be able to hear it. And I think these are the people that we're trying to hear. Oh, look at Epona! Beautiful! Oh, my sweet, sweet girl. I love you. It's gonna be great to create vehicles and stuff like that, but it's really special to have our trusty steed. Oh man, it's gonna be so interesting how this game is gonna play and how exploration is gonna work, because I am one of those people where I like to I use my horse to get to places I've already kind of been, to be on the ground, to get to new places. I like to explore just on my feet so I can take my time, absorb the world around me. But I suppose because this is going to be a Hyrule that I'm pretty familiar with, it's not gonna be too distracting to just, all right, yeah, I know where I'm going. Where are we going? We're going to the Hebrew Mountains? Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a speedboat plane Gundam and get there real quick. What is this? Instantly reminded of the boss from the Wind Waker. Don't know his name, but I remember that fight. Had the floating head and the two hands. From the Tower of the Gods is what it kind of reminds me of here. Could be a sweet new boss to fight. Very Zonai, of course. Interesting. So here we are inside Hyrule Castle, and it's not in its decayed state. So is this a flashback to before it was in the decayed state, or have we since done some rebuilding to Hyrule Castle? How much time is gonna be skipped between last game and this one? How much work was done that Ganon will undo? And then how much work will we do to the unwork Ganon did to our previous work? You know what I'm saying? This is a new shot, and it's Link pulling the sword from the pedestal in front of the great Deku tree. Interestingly enough, in all of the shots that we see of Hyrule in previous trailers, the Deku tree is missing. Is it up high? Is it down low? I don't know. But here, it seems to be where it was. So maybe this takes place in the beginning of the game. I mean, Link is still wearing his kind of like Altered Champion's tunic that we see him wearing down below in the first couple trailers that we've seen before Zelda falls and we once again fail to catch her. But at the very least, whether it's through flashback or time travel or some other ways of getting here, at least the Deku tree will appear, yes. Yes. Who is this tall boy? Is this the person that we saw previously, the Zonai? 3 eyes, like kind of facing her here. I really am digging Zelda's look here too, but I'm not really sure who it is. I can't wait to find out. But that hand on her shoulder very much looks like the hand that Link will be getting, the replacement hand, the Ultra hand. Zelda's marking right here, this tear. I'm going to go out on a limb. That's not just like, it could just be a tear and I'm just overanalyzing, but it seems like a face paint marking or something, which is evocative of, obviously, yes, Tears of the Kingdom, but also the Sheikah tear that we've had all the way back since Ocarina of Time and the Lens of Truth. So it looks like Link has taken a Hyrule greatsword and fused it with a Royal Guard shield to create a sweet bat. What are the limits to this fusibility? Do they exist? Probably not. There's probably no limits. That's so cool. What can't you fuse? That should be the question Nintendo asks and then just never give an answer. Big ball in the sky, donut hole, gumballs. I get it. I don't get it though. I don't know what you do with it. Well, we're underground. We see these malice rock things that I think bokoblins were mining previously. I initially thought this was a Goron rolling by, and I still think it could be, because it looks like there are Gorons back here with their little top knots, and we saw champions from the other races, but I don't think we've seen a Goron champion. I'm not sure if our boy Yanbo has appeared yet or not, but he was a really cool character. I really liked him finding his courage and his destiny along with Link. That was a very, very special thing. And Link has a Stonebreaker with horns on it, because why not? I can fuse anything! Okay, so Link flying up with Tiba's son. That's not, obviously Tiba is much older. I'm not sure if the champion of the Rito has passed down to Tiba's son, but it seems like it could be. A little bit older than what we've seen them. So, man, where's that gonna put the time skip? I don't know how Rito age. Zora aged really, really slowly. And that's all I know. Okay, this shot right here is exactly the thing. As soon as we saw that car in the first trailer or whatever, second trailer, I'm not really sure how many trailers we've had so far. As soon as we saw that, I thought, oh my god, they're going to set us up to start doing like trading, quests where you're gonna have to actually bring supplies and people to new areas to populate, to create civilization, to rebuild Hyrule, and we will do it with sticky goo. This seems to be the, you know, pretty rudimentary in terms of like, give me 4 wheels, here's my horse, we're gonna take it some places, and it might be scary, but you have, you know, you have the hero with you, so you're gonna be fine. But even if the hero is not with you, Hyrule people will fight back. All right, an Octorok with a giant cannon, which is crazy, but more crazy is we take the giant cannon boulder, freeze it, revert it back in time, and attack it with its own boulder. How about that? Also, Link has a rocket punch. He's punching the air with a rocket. No longer do we need Rivali's Gale. We now need a Zonai missile. I love it. That's really, really cool. What bits am I sticking together to get a rocket punch? Ooh, you go high. All right, yeah, in these shots here, it seems like Link is jumping with these Zonai blocks that have affected gravity somehow. He just has a little bit more, you know, zing in his step, going a little bit higher, reaching a little bit further. I love the animation with it. Here, we're Temple of Doom. We're on mine carts. No longer do I have to put a bomb in the cart to have it explode. I got fans. Put them on the cart. And, oh, interesting. There's a construct also underground. We can see over here this like amber flower thing that we saw in a previous trailer, including some unmined malice here. But this is the first time we're seeing the Zonai constructs underground, I'm going to say. We saw them obviously up in the Sky Islands. I think the last trailer might have had 1 or 2 kind of in the background on the plains of Hyrule, but I'm assuming this is deep underground. This is fantastic. I want to take a cartload of Gorons to start mining down underground. And I can transport them on fan carts. Oh my God, this shot. So we've previously seen this Talus Tower camp thing, and we can create our own out of materials. We're gonna be having mech fights. Link has what looks to be a new outfit we haven't seen before, with kind of like a, I don't know, like a Roman fan hat. Maybe Zonai inspired, I'm not really sure exactly, but he's got like a crankshaft on a big giant box that he's created that can drive into shit. And I don't know what this arm does, but it looks sweet. Look at that horse armor. That horse armor looks good. Whoa, Link's outfit and his arrow. There's so much right here. Okay, so we have a ruby, it looks like, that we've put onto an arrow to create what, a fire arrow of some kind. We've previously seen choo-choo jelly that created an ice arrow, and I would assume that red choo-choo jelly could create ice arrows. So what does the ruby do? Is it just a more powerful arrow? Is it effectively a bomb? I'm not really sure. But Link is wearing a really interesting headdress. The horn design kind of reminds me of the Zonai that we saw previously, right? The goat look to it, the ram look. All right, Link attacks a goblin camp here, which, yeah, there's some type of like Zonai engine up there. He activates it, creates this rave, laser rave. There's a Bokoblin up here with some type of amber thing. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm sure we destroy this, all the pieces fall, we get what we want, and we do zoomies. Yes, the Rito's right along with us as we fight a spider dragon Queen Gamma-like boss in the sky. I know now that we've watched a bunch that we're gonna be having a lot more overworld enemies. Is this overworld is this high in the sky? We've previously seen like some giant storm on the horizon and like kind of like a big giant funnel. So maybe this is inside of the storm. We have to go and use some raid on this giant insect because the Rito do not like it. I don't know. We'll see. There is some type of like energy coming off of the Rito here. I'm not really sure what that is either. There's so much in this trailer, my God. I gotta go and look at some other Zelda YouTubers that know way more than I do. I'm here for the hype, you go to them for the knowledge. So a literal tear-shaped object. I'm assuming these are the tears of the kingdom. A couple different characters have shaped objects much like this that we'll see in quick succession. So Zelda has one, and then our boy our big boy Ganondorf in the flesh, voiced by Matt Mercer. Ah! And there's a Lionel here too. Look at these horns! Look at the horn boys! Oh my god, Lionels are such fantastic enemies, and they gave them antlers. What can I craft from these guys? Trees? All right, Matt Mercer, talk to me, buddy.
You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
He looks so great. I'm seeing Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, a little bit of Twilight Princess in there, but I main Ganondorf in Smash, and I will beat the fuck out of you. You might be saying, Ganondorf, he's not that great of a character in Smash. Play me, motherfucker, we'll find out. Oh, man. I love Ganondorf. I've had this figure, this wonderful figure, for like 20 years. One of my favorite figures in my collection. I have drawn Ganondorf thousands of times over the course of my life. I'm so happy. And Matt Mercer so far has very much impressed me with the voice acting. So kudos to you, sir. All right, some type of shark up in the sky. It's purple, it looks great, and it's muddy. I'm gonna kill that shark. I'm gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna continue the deep dive, but just the music. The music is so good.
Okay, let's go!
Oh man, it's so good. I'm sorry. We don't have time for this. Who are you? Who is this lady? Is she the one firing at all these Moldugas? Cause damn. Who is this lady that can do Kamehamehas? She seems to be a Highland. She has the same earrings that we've seen Zelda in. Could this be Hylia, the goddess? Zelda's mom, maybe? We know that Zelda's mom dies in the backstory of that. We know that it's a generational power that goes from one character to another. Time travel? Hero of Time? Ocarina of Time? I don't know, we'll see. You look at her necklace and she has one of the tears. Or she has the same tear that Zelda has. Riju looks so great! And does she have a Urbosa's Fury? I think she does. Man, I love these characters so much. I love what they've done with the Gerudo, especially knowing that their past, that Ganon, the Great Calamity, came from their clan. How they're gonna respond now that he has returned. Oh, look at this crew! I don't recognize necessarily anybody, but man, the Hylian on the horse has like a spear with a shield on there. Is that a fused weapon? I'm not really sure. My dude right here, my homie has a bucket on his head. He is going to war with a bucket on his head. And he is led by the champion. That is courage, okay? That is what you inspire in these people. All I need is a bucket. Give me a bucket. Does he even have another weapon? No, doesn't need one. I really, ooh, look a Link's sword. Do y'all see Link's sword? It's a Zonai curvy boy. Look at that. Oh man. I love the idea that it's Hyrule itself can fight back. It's not just Link on his own out there in the wild. It is the kingdom, yes, with tears, but the kingdom coming together to fight back. Fuck you, Matt Mercer! Oh, Sidon. I love Sidon. Sidon's one of my favorite characters, and he's using that ceremonial trident of his sisters, and oh man, he looks so good. I love the idea. This isn't a cinematic, all right? We are fighting with them. The champion does not stand alone, you know? Not alone. I don't know the proper name of this three-headed, one-eyed, per-head dragon we previously saw on Lake Hylia, another trailer. I know there's a name. I know that Zelda theorists out there are like, you don't know the name of the Gormox or whatever. Sadly, I don't. I have a lot of information in my head because I watch a lot of things. I'm a part of a lot of fandoms. But just know that I respect the hell out of you and the people that can name all of these things from 30 years past of Zelda stuff. Like, it's one of my obsessions, but I don't have the trivia off the top of my head to be able to say, there he is, there's our guy. But What I can tell you is it looks absolutely terrifying in a good way, and I am so excited to cut 1, 2, 3 heads off. Listen to this.
Final hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Look at the background here. Ganondorf! I didn't even see this with his monsters, but we fight back. I'm very, very excited.
You must find me.
Where are you? Link, you must find me. Right there, she seems to just be in Hyrule. It's not so far up, I can't see the landmass behind it. She can't be super underground. That could be from middle of the game, end of the game, I don't know. That could be from anywhere. That could be the beginning of the game. That could be 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, in a different realm. There's so many possibilities, but there's only one certain future for us, for me and for you, and that's that we're gonna be playing May 12th, 2023, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Once again, make sure you're following us on Twitch, where I'm gonna be streaming this, twitch.tv/blindwave. But if you don't wanna follow along, like, hey, I don't watch live streams. I like pre-recorded content. Those live streams will be made into highlights that you can follow along right here at Blindwave Gaming. And that's it. That is the deep dive for Zelda Trailer 3, the final trailer. We have 1 month to go. 1 more month until my new obsession gets into my hands. I had to order the new OLED. I should say, my wonderful, beautiful, supportive wife got me the pre-order for the new OLED. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my old Switch. I'm gonna have to give it to a nephew or something like that. But like I said, we're also gonna be doing a giveaway to celebrate the launch of this game, of that limited edition Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch. So make sure you guys are following along for all the details and how you can enter into that. And I just thank you so much for watching this video, making it to the end. And if there was something in here that you found exceptionally funny or observant, what was your favorite part of this video, please link it down below in the comments. And that's it. We're gonna see you guys next month. And we're not gonna be fighting alone. We fight with our friends. Ganon will fall, and our backs will be hyped.